Hi, it's Tamara here from Transformation for Women, tamaradon.com. And I don't know if you saw the programme, The Doctor Who Gave Up Drugs. It was on recently, but I only managed to catch up with it last night. And what he was talking about is the use and misuse of Calpol with children. And one thing he said was that it's worth remembering that all medications do harm. So he was, the areas that I want to talk about that he was talking about where parents use Calpol is for when there's a fever and also when there's pain. And he said that if a child has a fever, that in itself is not a bad thing because it's the body's natural way of fighting an infection. But he said that Calpol can be used when a child has a fever and is feeling distressed as well. And he also mentioned that Calpol can be used to help a child with pain. So what I want to talk about, now obviously if your child is ill, there's no doubt you have to seek a doctor, and that goes without saying. But what I'm interested in is the use of Calpol when if your child is distressed, and how you could also, as well as or instead of, try some EFT with your child. Because I know that being a parent myself, when we see our child feeling distressed or in pain, it's very difficult to be part of that, because our child is kind of part of ourselves and we feel that distress and pain almost as well. So giving Calpol is a really easy way of calming our child, and I can understand why it's given so liberally. But wouldn't it be amazing to be able to give something else that doesn't do any harm at all and can only do good if it can help? So, for example, with a distressed child who has got a fever, I wouldn't introduce EFT in that moment. I think I would introduce it as part of your parenting, which is something that I teach in my How to Tap with Kids course, which is actually starting on the 4th of June. So I actually had a chance just last weekend to help a distressed child. It wasn't my own child, when she was distressed. Well, both of them, there was a boy and a girl, they were distressed because we were camping and there was a terrible storm, and it was the whole campsite got flooded, and they thought that they really believed that they were going to die in the flood, and it was quite upsetting to witness this. But anyway, the little girl was really too distressed to be able to take on any new habits such as tapping, which obviously she'd never tried before, but the little boy was much more open and receptive to it, and it did actually calm him down, which was amazing. So by incorporating tapping into your parenting, then it's much easier to bring it into times when your child is feeling distressed. So that's one area. And also with pain, EFT can be amazing. Now obviously if there's something majorly wrong, you have to go and see a doctor and get it checked out. But if there's pain and there's nothing that you can do about it, then it is definitely worth trying. I remember I was once talking to a parent and child group about the use of EFT in parenting, and I said, you know, should we just try it out? Has anyone got any pain? And we can just try seeing if we can tap on it to release it. And one mum came forward and she said, I've got this pain in my hand, and it's very upsetting because it means that I really struggle with lifting my little baby, and I've tried everything and nothing seems to help, and nothing short of radical surgery would actually, that's what she'd been told, would actually make a difference. So I said, okay, well, I don't know if EFT is going to help, but let's give it a go. So literally we did a couple of rounds of tapping, and the pain changed from pain to just a kind of pressure in her hand, so she couldn't feel the pain. And she was in tears because she couldn't believe that in 5 minutes of tapping, that could shift something that she'd been battling with for quite a long time, and that, you know, that she could now maybe lift her baby and carry her baby a bit more. And I have no idea whether the pain came back, because I haven't seen her again, and it's quite possible that the pain did come back, because after all we just did 5 minutes. But in that moment the pain did disappear. So now EFT it's not going to be for everyone, because let's say you're juggling lots of other kids, and you're also you won't be able to focus on tapping with your child. But if there's a situation where you can sit calmly with your child and just do some gentle tapping, whether they're distressed because they've got a fever or they've got some pain which you've checked out with a doctor that's nothing to worry about, then EFT can really help. So if you would like to know more about how to bring EFT into your parenting in this way, and maybe reduce your use of Calpol, who knows, then do check out my How to Tap with Kids course, which is starting on the 4th of June. It's online and you can do it once your kids are in bed. So I hope you'll join me. If you've got any questions, or you've got any questions about using EFT, or any successes that you've had with EFT, with either distress during a fever or with pain with your child, or anything else with your children, then I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Okay, that's it from me. Bye.